I think we're back on. I think we've resynced back up, guys. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? I think we're back on. But the best advice I can give you, yeah, we're back finally, yeah. So what I was trying to tell you, Kuma, is how you can develop them, and I can tell you what your gifts are. It's up to you to learn how to develop those. Okay, you have empathic like gifts, so you're using your emotions to psychically feel other people's emotions. You know that that's your major gift, right? So things like helping people come to terms to their own emotions, helping them come to the same conclusions you did when you had to go through those emotions yourself. Honestly, facing your own past and your own decisions along the way. And as those are primarily where most of your psychic intuitions lie, is all in your emotional way, awareness of your own being. So being aware of your emotional state and where you're at in your own emotional state makes you a finer tuner for other people's where they are at in themselves right now, you know. And then you also have the ability to dream walk as well. So that means you don't just, when you go to sleep, it's not just a dream for you. You're actually a psychic dream warrior. So you're utilizing some of your ethereal gifts that are more on the um, helping like your past lives come to terms with some things that it went through before. So even though you are currently living a life right now, you are currently living a couple of those lives concurrently. I know it's kind of oogity boogity kind of talk here, but you're on a part of you is still living that life, even though you haven't quite moved to that other place yet. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that makes sense. It's like that in between spot, you know. It's a way. My favorite explanation of how the world works is that place between sleep and awake. You know the whole Never Never Land concept that we are all in between the world of sleep and awake, dream and reality. We're stuck in between two realities, and we actually pretty much are. You know, and you learning how to listen to those dreams, and I think you having a dream journal would awaken those gifts. You have to train your brain how to remember your dreams. That's what you have to learn, the lucid dream training and some learning how to dream analysis and stuff like that, along with the empathic gifts you already have coupled with that to help people dream analyze and teach, and maybe help people teach themselves how to over analyze in a better way. You know what I'm saying? Does that make a lot of sense to you, or am I blowing smoke up your ass? Okay, then. So just remind yourself, you know what you're capable of, you know what you have within you that's capable. Quiet that mind of yours. Remind to bring yourself back to a place where you let all of the baggage go as much as you can. That's sending it down into the ground to have that tension breaking moment that we like to do, the screaming, yelly tension breaking moment. You release that energy so that you can reabsorb the energy you do want to put in its place. And as you release the stuff that keeps you blocked, now you're taking back in only that which will help you overcome those blockages. So if you imagine the wall coming down, the wall comes down, blah, 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 blah. So, and it's really about that training your brain to walk between those two worlds. And there's a lot of really good techniques out there that you can search on the internet and stuff like that. The best one is to keep a journal at the side of your bed. Even if you just wake up and you remember you walking down the street, you write down in your journal. I remind myself that dreamt about I was walking down the street. What did the street look like? As much detail as you can put in it, put in it. And if you don't remember it all, you don't remember it all. You're just starting that training. And I used to do dream walking and stuff like that. I kind of stopped doing it, not because I didn't want to, because my dreams are very intense premonitional kind of stuff, and sometimes I don't want to know the future. You know what I'm saying? I like to be surprised too, just like the rest of us sometimes. So, and there's a certain amount I don't get to know either. I don't get to know it all. I get to know part of it. I don't get to know all of it. Yeah, we had a. You know, and it, the reason I do so well is I trust myself more than anything. I trust that the thing that I'm thinking and feeling, actually, I am capable of. That's the very biggest key. Yeah, I get that dream walking. Yeah, and I think that. And what do we do when we're dreaming? Okay, we're helping souls come to terms with the past that they have lived in this life, or past lives that they have dealt with before. We're learning how to heal ourselves through our own trauma, whether it be within our conscious life of this life, or a past life, or sometimes we call it, the ethereal life of a soul, because souls don't die, souls don't ever end. We don't truly go anywhere, or don't go anywhere. We become a part of the cycle. It's like ACDC. It's like, trying to describe to ACDC, they're good or bad. They're not good or bad. One's AC, one's DC. And they both become each other eventually. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so. And it's just listening to yourself, trusting yourself, and even testing and challenging yourself. To when you think your bullshit is getting in the way, test yourself to say, is this my feeling or is this somebody else's feeling? How am I feeling today versus how do I think somebody else is feeling? Separating those two worlds was the hardest thing for me to do as an empath. Of how do I separate those two worlds from one another, How do I separate my feelings from their feelings, right? Because I had to be very aware of what I was feeling at the time in order to cut through the bullshit. If I am feeling something that doesn't belong, that doesn't feel like it doesn't have any world of being in myself. Like that day I'm really, really happy and I'm dancing and singing, and then I feel this depressive thought, and I'm not having a reason to be depressive, or having that depressive thought, and I'm suddenly by a person who's looking a little down, and then I look away for a second, and I honestly get hit with a brick wall of their emotion. You know what I'm saying? So, Valerie, what do we need help with today? How can I help you today, my lady? And I hope that my advice helped you. But, you know, okay, we want a love reading, a general love reading? Okay. All right, here are your 7 official shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to move this here real quick. Come on now, you stupid thingy. Oh, give me a second. I gotta do something real quick here. Come here, you little fucker. Yep, over here. Alright, there it is. There it is. Alright, I got it now. Alright, sorry about that. I had some jumpers, and I had to get that one card that was kind of hiding on me. Alright. What number was I on? Like I said, I think I was on 3 there. So 3, right? 3. Valerie, was I on 3 or 4? 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now the 15th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then the 15th card is, and you have a 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 God cards for you today, Val. Okay. And we want to know about the general love reading and what's coming for us in love. Well, at least we can say this, okay? At least, Valerie, you're starting to finish up some of the paperwork of self here finally. Right? We are finally seeing ourselves and being honest with ourselves of who we are and what our expectations for love is. What was self-love for? We got that pretty much under control for now, as much as we can at least. We know that we are ready to share our love and what that looks like and what it doesn't look like. We see who we are on the inside and outside and what we're ready to share with our potential partner and or soulmate. We understand ourselves very well and we're ready to share our reflection with others. We want to say, do you accept what you see inside and outside as me? That's why we're getting ready for that love, that we're getting ready for that honest, real relationship we've been waiting for. It's not going to be the fairy tale kind of a love you've been hoping for. You have to take the dream away from the reality of it. Storybook endings in a dream world are all fine and dandy, but the reality is way better than the dream. Trust me on this one. I know what I'm talking about. So you understanding what this was in you that sparked these feelings in the first place. Sparking yourself and igniting that you are ready for that sharing moment. I'm not fixing myself here. I just want someone I can share my journey with. Someone who I can support as well as supports me. Doing all of this catalyst that we did before, now we're ready to ignite our path onto seeking out the kind of light that matches the real portion of who we really are. And that is finally finding someone who feels like home. Because that's what you are looking for. You're looking for that person who makes you feel like home. Who makes you feel like the most comfortable, easiest, effortless love you've ever had. But that doesn't mean you're not going to have arguments. That doesn't mean you're not going to have your own opinions. That doesn't mean that things are always going to go the way you want them to. Because it is a free will game, and it is about the choices and decisions we make sometimes, good or bad, that make up a home be all that much more appreciative. Because if we know what we come home to, the home within self, and we share that home with somebody else, what are we designing this life to be like? What is that feeling? And are we ready to give that to somebody else to say, yeah, this is who I am. Do you feel home here? You know? And trusting those inner guides within yourself, Valerie, is the whole key. It's starting to trust yourself enough to say, you know what? I am the shit. I am worthy of the love I see in my head. I do deserve this much of the storybook, but I know I've got to temper it down with some reality here, and then I can see myself having this life by seeking out the kind of person who matches the description in your head, because you want to seek that out. So you have to get out there and trust that you are looking for the right things. The signs are in front of you. They're trying to guide you in the right directions. We're going to give you an ad break here. Ad break, ad break. Oh. We're taking an ad break for Valerie here. We're taking an ad break for Valerie. All right, Valerie, if you are back and ready to rock and roll, but you get the idea here, right? Trusting yourself and trusting that you know what you want. And yeah, but the key to you finding love right now is you trusting yourself, Knowing yourself that you know what you want and that all you have to do is be that light bulb that attracts the right kind of other light bulb bug who wants to be near your light. It's not trying to get burnt here. It's trying to go, oh, what a pretty light. I want to be around my life, you know? So imagine that you're turning on your love light and attract the right kind of thing you want towards you. That's what we have to imagine. Or the other half of your magnet, the other half of your soul, the other part of you that you have been missing. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're calling to. And do it with your heart song, do it within your all of your heart, all of your emotion, what would match what you need and what you want at the same time. And don't put expectations on who or what that can be. And your love language will talk to the universe and it will go, oh, look, there's Valerie right there. Let's go find her. And then before you know it, you have boyfriends. You have gentlemen after gentlemen trying to ask you out on dates. And you're going to have too many choices. Okay? So, donating back to self. It's not about donating always to self sometimes, right, Valerie? Sometimes we feel like we want to donate to someone as well as feel donated to. So just remind yourself that you're trying to fulfill a need here. What fulfills a need, not a want. I want my wife to listen to me every day. I know what I need from her, though. You know what I'm saying? So just find that equal balance of taking back that what you give. That's their advice. Take back what you give in return. Let that be an emotional gift as well. Share these emotions with the person and how I'm feeling, and let that be your gift you donate to them. I'm sharing the raw emotions of feeling an attraction to you and wanting to get to know you as a person. I want to let you see a little bit of who I am. I hope that you are ready to soak me all in. Do they want to run for cover or not? We do have to wait to see what they do. But no matter what they decide to do, you took the opportunity to donate back to yourself that permission to have that better thing in your life. And that you have to take that leap of faith once again and stop questioning every last decision and choice. And sometimes you just have to go take that running leap and trust that the universe has got you too. Sometimes you just got to trust yourself and trust in their higher power and trust in all of the guides and all the things you have been giving credence to in your life, that they're not going to let you fail. They're going to help you try to navigate to the places you want. But until you can trust that yourself enough to let yourself have that, you're never going to have that. Right? And then the battle within has to end. The battle within has to end, and we have to break the stupid, dumb mask that we are battling against. We're battling with old self versus new self. There's no more war to be had. You're both those things together. You are both the yin and the yang. You are the gray. You are the putty. You are the person who does not have to be at war with itself because you don't like certain parts of who you are. Well, guess what? We can come to some kind of a way to transform those things, but until we stop wearing the safety mask and protecting ourselves from what we don't want people to see, and it's just accept that that's a part of who we are, and knowing how to change that and move that into a different place, that's on you, not the universe. You know? There's only one person in charge of their mask. You. There's only one person who can stop being in war with itself. You. There's only one person who can trust themselves. You. There's only one person who can be emotionally valid and allow their emotionally valid things to come out. You. There's only one person who deserves to be donated to right now more than anyone. But what do you want back in return? What do you deserve to be donated? And what do you deserve to finally have and need and want all at the same time? Cake and eat it too? Cake and eat it too for one? Cake and eat it too? You know? Hey, burrito, you made it this time. Get in line if you want one. You know, Valerie, but love is at your fingertips. You know, love is at your fingertips, Valerie. It's where you're choosing to look, who you're choosing to look at, type versus what your soul actually needs to help it feel like it has a complete partner in this world versus the want of expectation of a dream that can't ever come true or won't ever come true because it's just too far out in the la la land of let's make sure we live in the okay, it's my TV series movie time, okay? But you have the power, and until you are, I know you are ready for it. So you just gotta say, I'm ready to be accepted for who I am. Love me for who I am, and then go find someone you feel like they're the most beautiful soul, right? And then follow and learn how to fall in love with all of the parts that you don't always know. I'm okay today, Burrito. I'm having a good day today, you know? You know what you want, Valerie. But you have to also lower your expectations for people to, you know, to surprise you too and be the free will, crazy, weird humans we are. You can't put all that expectation to be the, no one's going to fit perfect. So, what kind of help can I help you today, there, Burrito? And throw me your numbers and or question for today. I'm going to start to do the shuffling thing I do. And then I'm going to take a quick little, I need something to help with my back pain kind of a hit. This is not going to get me high. It's just enough to take the pain and edge away. All right, let's find out for you, Burrito. Here are your 4 shuffles. Too many. 1, 2, 3, and 4. No God cards for you. The 6th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th card for love general reading for Burrito. All right, Burrito. Okay, let's get to this thingy. So, Burrito. We have a little work to do today, you and me, okay? Because the first thing you have is to understand is that you've built this idea of what you want in love up so high to a level that the universe couldn't make it happen if it wanted to. It's just there's too many things that the free will would have to change about free will in order for this to happen. So you're kind of building up on a dream that you have to kind of take it down to a more realistic kind of a level of kind of a love. We want deep, passionate, romantic love, then we have to give ourselves permission to have that strength in order to see that the hurt and the harm that we've done to ourselves and building up those walls to keep that part of ourselves from being hurt again. We have to sometimes take down the walls in order to build ourselves back up. And because we're protecting ourselves from the things that you're trying to do it, but you're kind of doing it to yourself. It's a subconscious level kind of a thing, that deep hurt that's so buried deep within you that you're kind of like, what is the thing stopping me? It's that deep, tiny hurt that you're trying to work out and work past and overcome, but not trying to take it into the, well, okay, you're funny, but you know what I'm saying? I think of hot bikini girls too. I'm not any different than any other red-blooded American egotistical man, okay? But that's not what we want. A hot bikini girl isn't what you really want. Yeah, we all have an ideal body type. I do too, okay? But that's not what's gonna make me happy, you know? that body type is a bonus, yeah, but I wanted someone who could challenge me creatively, bring me out of my shell, someone who could be their own and unique individual person, someone who had their own magic, their own freedom about themselves. And the thing you keep forgetting is you're angry at yourself for all the times you told you couldn't have the thing you wanted the most. Because you said yourself you didn't deserve those things. Right? So you keep being angry at yourself for denying yourself the things you really, really, truly want in a mate, in a person. The body type, yeah, okay, I want certain kinds of body types too, but I'm not going to start looking at the body type. That's my first initial, oh, I kind of think you're pretty, but if there's not something inside of that pretty body, and I spent a lot of time being angry with myself for the things I wasn't doing rather than just going out and doing them. Rather than moving on from the girl who didn't love me for 7 years, I beat myself over the head with the fact that maybe one day she could love me. Maybe one day I could learn to love myself was the real thing I had to learn how to do. She could never have loved me the way I deserved to be loved. She was a self-centered, egotistical woman who was very, very, in her own way, a spiritual one, but very one-sided of the kind of coin you have to look at it this way kind of a person, and not to draw much negativity. She also had a lot of positive attributes too, but her insides did not match her outsides, okay? So, and what you're looking for is the other half of that light, that other half of your soul. Like I was trying to tell the other person, but you keep going downstairs Christmas morning and expecting to see a big Transformer box there every Christmas. When mom and dad has been having a hard time getting presents from Santa this year, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more, and the gifts that you are getting aren't necessarily the gifts you would like to have, but you're getting things like socks that keep you warm, grandma's nice, comfortable, cushy, what do they call it? Blanket or whatever else that you got, right? So what kind of gifts are we ready to receive? And what do I actually need? What do I actually need to have a partner in, right? And now you're setting yourself up for that success and getting yourself ready for that Christmas morning so that when you open the gift of the Transformer, you actually appreciate the Transformer because you left it to last, because you opened it last, because it was the thing you wanted the most, because it was everything you wanted it to be. But then you play with the Transformer for 5 minutes and brother decides to slam it against the wall and it doesn't work anymore. Because the thing you wanted the most doesn't necessarily get destroyed because of anything you did wrong. It's just something comes along to mess the world up and you got to find a way to work through that. Then it becomes a you and her kind of, or you and him, or a him and her, and or whatever way you want to do it, kind of a situation. We receive each other's gifts. We receive each other. We share each other. And that's what you're working towards right now. Not that gift. That person that you are looking for is so close to you, you can barely taste it. But until you're ready to drop the rose-colored glasses idea of what a love can look like and start to see someone for who they really are, I bet the second you turn to the left and go, oh, fuck me, I can't believe I didn't see that before, moment happens to you. And you're like, I wasted all of this time on this idea of somebody, and the thing I wanted was right there all along. Right there. And that's what I'm worried. No, I'm not saying it's possible. I'm saying it is. The thing you want the most is staring you right in your life somewhere right now. The thing you want the most is the package is already ready. You just have to open it. It's Transformer time, but you have to be open to seeing that the packaging might not be as might not have been wrapped the greatest way all of the time, but it's definitely something you want inside. And rather than you seeing the part of that person that keeps being there for you, keeps trying to support you, keeps trying to show you that they care, keeps trying to show you that they have emotions and feelings, that they keep trying to be there and be present. And it's not so much an effort. It doesn't take effort to talk to this person. It doesn't take effort to feel like you are that you could walk in away from this person from them for 5 years, pick up right back where you were at. This kind of a person who's made you feel like a connection of home since you can remember, and you've always felt home with them in your life. Am I talking to you here? Does this person sound correct? Hey son, what's up? You know what I'm saying? If you know who I'm talking about, and then you know who I'm talking about. But they're incredibly intelligently weird in the craziest, uniquest way. But I don't know how else to describe them other than they are free spirited to a very seriously geeky way of being. And I don't know if you know who this person is, but they're proud of it. They're proud of who they are. They're proud of when people say geeky and nerdy and all of that stuff. They're proud of their smarts. They're proud of all of it, I know that much, at least. They have a lot of confidence when it comes to it. They know themselves very well, and they don't apologize for being what people might consider not cool or whatever, hip or whatever. So, if that helps, but I really feel burrito. Really, it feels like you're holing yourself into one specific idea of group of kind of people, and I don't think you're seeing the bigger picture. That's what I don't know if you're seeing the whole big picture of the buffet that's in front of you, and that the one thing you want is almost in the first portion of the buffet. You keep skipping it because you think the good stuff's at the end of the buffet. You know what I'm saying? Happened to me too. The best thing in my life kept stalking me for 3 months because I couldn't see her as a female who wanted me. I saw myself as the person who wasn't deserving of a woman who could actually want to stalk them. Okay? So, I almost missed out on the best 18-year relationship I've ever been in my life. 19 years together and 18 years married as of a couple days ago. And you know what? You know, well, cool for you, boy. Watch it, you go. All right, well, you keep your level head on there. Don't get too excited and just go with the flow. You know? But love is a two-way street. It's not a one-way street, people. Well, not a one-way street. You have to include the other person in the journey. You know? And even just saying, hey, I kind of think you're cute and maybe want to get to know you better is better than stumbling on your words going, I don't know what to tell you. Hi, my name is works really good for a lot of girls or boys, And that's how we all get started. Oh, you like to play this thing too. Oh, I like to do this thing too. Let's get to know each other. Here's what I've been through in my life. Here's what you've been through in your life. Oh, there's a connection there that two souls feel like they're drawn together. Okay, then I want you to imagine your geekiest friend in a hot bikini and really think about that now because you don't know what she's hiding underneath there. Okay, I don't know what this girl is, but hi, Marcy. I don't know if there is a mousy like person in your life, and yeah, the virtue from the big picture is about right. And you know what? You're going to spend too much time looking at the candy store and forgetting that the main course is staring you right in front of your face. You know? I like the but I want the sugar cookie. I want the sugar cookie. No, don't want the sugar cookie. You want the 4-course meal that lasts you the rest of your life. That's what you want. Yes, you have always All of you beautiful stars always constantly remind me that I am a positive force in your lives, and I truly appreciate that you honor me, that you come here for my advice, that you know that you take these steps for yourselves. Remember, I'm just showing you the path that's before you. Depending on the way you want your journey to go, we can always connect you to that right path for you. But there comes a point where the free will game of it all is you got to go find out sometimes, you know. You can't sit around expecting the universe to do everything for you, you know. If I did that, I wouldn't be the person I am today. If I didn't fail, search for more signs, fail again, search for more signs, keep hoping, and keep hoping, get almost giving up, almost giving in, and overcoming every last obstacle I ever had to overcome to become the kind of man who can sit here and say, I know for a fact I have my shit together now, and I'm not worried about what people think of me or accept of me or want me to be. I am sharing what I can share with the world. If you accept that, great. If you don't accept that, well, fuck you all. I hate you all anyway. What are you doing here? But you know what I'm saying. We all try to do this. Whenever any streamer who comes out here to put their voices out there, they're trying to share their journey. What they express in that journey can be everything from gameplay to tarot readings to people who just want to sit there and tell you about their lives all day long and let you be a part of their journeys and what they're doing in their everyday, you know, going off. Everyone has their way of doing it. Some people are more creative about it than others. Some people are downright, you know, fumble about it, right? But Marshmallow, what do you need help with today? And how can I help you? Please throw me your numbers and your question. I'll start the ethereal shuffle for you and get your cards ready for you for your question today. So let's get to what you need here. And Burrito, you got this, you know? It's just, you really do. You got it. You're finding out what you actually want, and that's what you really needs to happen, so that when you do find the thing that's staring you in front of your face and it's absolutely perfect for you, and you have to kick yourself in the butt going, what was I waiting for? Okay, just don't say I didn't say that to you. That's all I say. All right, so Marshy, for you, and you want to know what? 4 and 7. And did you have a question today there, my friend Marsh? Or just a general? Oh, okay. Did I mention I appreciate you in my life? Nope. Well, there's this guy, friends for a while. Okay. Well, let's see what the cards have to say for you, Marshy, and see what they have to tell you today about this love interest that you have, right? Um, well, that's what we're here to help you with, okay? So take a deep breath. Now, don't feel awkward. Feel empowered that you had the wherefore to know that you knew where to come ask for some good advice from, and that you're ready to hear me, and that you will take good advice when you are given it, and you will take it back in your life and see what will work and won't work for you in your life, okay? If you can do that for me, you can stop the awkwardness. We all have these awkward moments, and trust me, you're no different than any one of us, including this dork here, okay? So, here we go. Your reading. 4 and 7. 1, 2, 3, and oops, come on now, and 4. Okay, up, and we had a God card for you as well today, Marshmallow. Okay, and then we have the number 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th card, and it was about this relationships. And that there's this friend who keeps friend zoning you. Okay? And keeps putting you in the same spot over and over and over and over again. And oh my god, do we have some. Okay. Marshy, a little bit of tough love time. So I hope you don't mind me taking my prophet hat on and putting my dad hat on for you today in honor of Father's Day and all fathers everywhere. Your Papa Bear has come to give you the thing you actually need to hear today, okay? So, Marsh, how many daggers do they have to put in front of you before you realize they don't want you near them? If you keep feeling this resistance from them and these sharp defensive daggers, why would you want to play snuggly with it? Okay? Why do you feel the need to go hug a cactus? Why do you have the need to go hug the sharp ice crystals that will dig into you and make you feel like you don't want to feel right now? That is not what you need. This is not what you want. This is you trying to tell yourself something here. This is you trying to remind yourself that this guy has been a good friend. He will always be a good friend. He will always remainly be your good friend. But he will never let you any closer than that because that's all they will ever see you to be. Unfortunately, they can't see you as anything else than that one thing they've already decided. A best friend, a good friend, yes, but not a lover. Not someone I can spend the rest of my life with, not because I don't love them, not because I don't appreciate them, just because we're just not that right match for one another. In my humble opinion, in his mind, we're not the right match. I don't see us becoming anything more than what we are now. And it's hard for me to say these words to you, but you've known this. You know that you want to get it closer, and he won't let you get closer because of the daggers he's putting out for a very specific reason. He's trying to save your feelings. He's trying to stop you from falling in love with him because he knows that will hurt worse than him just telling you, I just want to be friends. Okay? And it's not about a like or not like you. Do you like you? Well, if you don't like you, why would anybody else like you? How about we stop using the excuse trains about what other people don't like about you and start loving the parts of yourself that you should be loving? Huh? Are you the one in control of your destiny? Is this the change you want for yourself in your life? Because it sounds like someone needs a little bit more self-love before they're ready for true off-the-walls, damn straight, completely crazy, infectious, I don't know how it's going to happen kind of love. Good. Then you have to keep trying to find out what you need to fill you. What change do you need in your life? You're pretty cool, right? Why do people don't get you? Because you haven't found the right kind of energetically people who are on the same level as you are. So stop getting around the same old dumb people who keep making you feel the same old dumb way, expecting them to fill any other hole than what they've shown you up to this point. We have to move ourselves out of what we're used to what we actually need now. What will help me feel the hole that has been missing my whole life. If I need someone who's going to validate my emotions, that will fill my need. It's not them trying to fulfill or fill me, them fixing me like putting the I'm going to hug you today and make you feel better about yourself kind of a want. I want a hug today, I feel better about myself. It lasts very, very, very lightly. So that's what they're asking you to do, is now you have to get back in the driver's seat there, Marshy. It's time to stop lugging around the same old baggage that keeps you from doing the journey you are ready to go on. Stop walking the long, hard walk of beating up on yourself about everything we're not doing and start saying to ourselves, what do we need to do to be okay with ourselves enough to say, I am ready to give myself to somebody. I'm just asking you to accept that part of me. But that means I'm choosing who comes along with me for the ride. I still have to say, do you want to come with me or not? And I think that you're playing Princess in a Castle a little too much there, Marshy. Okay? We can't expect the hero to come save us all of the time. Sometimes the princess got to rescue herself and then go find Prince Charming himself because he's the one who needs rescuing. Okay? But you got to get back in the car and drive to what you want. Sometimes you got to say what you want. Look for the signs that are on the road pointing out the kind of guys who will actually make you feel, or girls, or whatever the case may be. I don't like getting in the way what your actual love interests are, but you are on your way there. It's how you adapt to the new change by saying, now I have an example. Right now, you have an example of something you don't want in your life as far as love goes. You have that prime example showing you this does not making you happy. So what do I have to change about what I look for in love? That's what they're trying to show and teach you. What to look for that will actually give you the kind of love you want. And this guy is not gonna, he loves you, but he's never gonna love you. Okay? Because you let every single mistake stop you from making progress forward. You freeze in place like a deer on a lake who's just traveling that very, very, very thin layered ice lake. It's basically a big ass puddle about an inch thick, and you go down into a slushy little bit of a mud, but you could easily get up out of that mud and start walking still across the rest of the lake. So you get the idea here, right? So you freeze in place there, and you keep letting those fears and anxieties of you failing get in the way of that love that you really want the most. So don't let the fears and anxieties rule you anymore. What would make you happy? What does that look like? What kind of life does that look like? Not that specific person. And I can give you something that will help you, Marshall. You want a true love spell? I'll give you a true love spell. You want something that will absolutely definitively bring your one true love to you within a year? 100%? I got ya. But you have to believe 1000% it will work. If you want such a thing, tell me in chat. I'll tell you what you need and everything. Okay? But the caveat is, you cannot do this for a specific person in your head. AKA, I can't ask the John Jr. Smith be the one who falls in love with me. If you do it for a specific individual, that person will end up hating you. Maybe even stalking you or even murdering you because they will want to have their free will back. So you are take away someone's free will. They will end up wanting to destroy you, not love you. Okay? With that said, go grab yourself a sheet of paper, your favorite color, whatever color that might be. All right? A representation of that color somewhere in your room. A red candle. Okay? I want you to go grab yourself like your favorite scent, whatever your favorite scent is, something that you enjoy smelling. Okay, a key of some sort, blank or carved, just a key you're not going to use anymore, or something that's going to be exclusively for another person. Okay, so, okay, well, that's good to know, you know, but here's what we're going to do here. So if anybody wants to know how to attract your one true love to you, this is how you attract them to you. It is not designed to make someone fall in love with you. That is a warning to anyone who may try this. Okay, so shit, you don't have those. I know that pretty much anywhere you can buy a candle. Doesn't have to be red. Red is preferable for love, or pink, or something that represents that color. Okay, you can, if it represents the scent, a picture of that scent works just fine. Just something that represents what that smell reminds you of on the plate. So you need a representation of something that that you're attracted to in a nose-like way, okay? Something like your favorite color, visual, okay? Then a sound or a song you can sing or a piece of music you like would be the last thing. Cinnamon works, okay? The key is when you smell this, you're gonna get a couple. You'll understand when you just say you have something that you can say. This is the smell I will smell. Okay, and this will remind me to pay attention if I'm smelling cinnamon. Okay, while all this stuff, it's a part of the attracting to you ritual. Okay, so And then so candle, preferably red or white if you can get it. But candle, something you can burn something away to. So even if it's a charcoal disc of something, something that you will be putting this piece of paper on to burn away the list that you will create. Okay. So you will be burning this list away. So make it a piece of paper you know will burn away. You don't want to make fireproofing paper. Okay, it's not going to work for you. Okay, to think of the environment. Try not to use a chemical photo paper if you can. You get the idea, right? So here, okay, I'll tell you what you need, and that's what you need: a candle, a scent, something visually colorful that reminds you of your favorite color, and a piece of music or something that will be playing in the background that reminds you of how you want to feel when you are around this person. Okay, so favorite color, favorite scent, favorite piece of music. On the sheet of paper, on one side of it, you will write 10 things that that person will have on the inside. The attributes: are they kind? Are they brave? Are they quirky? Are they goofy? What are the 10 attributes of the innermost person that would match the kind of person you'd want in your life? So be honest and truthful on those attributes of what you think would actually make you a happy person. I want someone who's going to make me laugh, but be communicative, be really honest about what your needs are actually. Then on the other side of it, write 10 things that person likes to do. Okay, so if that person likes to play chess, or this person likes to swim, or this person likes the nature, or whatever, 10 things that person likes. Not a color type, not a religion, not a faith, not anything like that. You can say, yeah, I like living, I like believing in my faith. It's, yes, definitely actually a choice. I'm just saying it's not about those things, it's about those likes for that person. So if that person faith is important to them, then maybe they want to add that on the list. It's up to you, but remind yourself they may not always match everything you put on the sheet of paper. This is a broad idea of the kind of person you want to fall in love with, or the kind of person you want to fall in love with you. Okay? So when you're going to this part, all you have to do is light the candle and read both sides of the page. And while you are holding a key of some kind in your hand, you just ask your higher power, Jesus, God, whatever you want to believe in, all right, to imbue this key to glow as red hot as your heart is warmed by the person. Okay? Okay, wait. First side, what is that person like on the inside? What are their attributes? Like kind, sweet, generous, what? Second side, what do they like to do? What are they interested? Do they like country music? Do they like dancing? Do they like blah, 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 blah? Okay? Do you got it? Let me know when you're ready. Okay. So what you need to do is you just take the key and you read off the list. So let me know if you need me to slow down here so you can write things down. So you light the candle. You dress the candle with your favorite scent. So if there's cinnamon, just make sure that the cinnamon is by the candle, like a cinnamon stick, or even a little bit of the cinnamon, sprinkling it on the actual candle, or mixing a little bit of the cinnamon mix in some water and then putting it on the candle. Whatever way you choose to do it, it's just your representation of that scent, okay? That's by the candle near the favorite color that you want should still be representation. So if you like your favorite color is purple, make sure something purple is near there, okay? And then your favorite piece of music playing in the background, or you humming it or singing it, all right? And as you are doing all of this and thinking of this, you read off both sides of the list while holding your key, and you ask your higher power to imbue that key to glow like your heart will glow with joy when you finally meet the one who can unlock what you put on the list. The person who unlocks your heart will be what you want most on that list. Okay? This is not a guarantee you will get everything on your list, but there's a majority of it you will get. Okay? Hey, rented house keys. I don't care. It's just a key you know you're not going to use for any other purpose than when you finally, okay, when you're going to carry this key around with you, okay? So as you say those things, you burn the page away and you hold the key and you say, I want it to be as red hot as it burns this page. So I will know when I'm close to my one true love. I will smell cinnamon. I will hear something that sounds like that music. I will see the color blue. Okay, you get the point? All right. Then the key will glow too. So you will have keys to your future and knowing when you're right near all the things you want the most are. Then you got to find out what the person's like on the inside and see if that person holds to be true. Okay? But somewhere in the future, you must give that key to the person and say, I give you the key to my heart. And you have the right to unlock it, but I also have the right to ask for it back someday if this doesn't work out. And you trust in that and give them the key to your heart. Okay? That's how you call your one true love to you. So, like I said, that is what I did to call my wife to me. That's exactly how I did it in almost the exact way. The only difference was I actually made up a song. Okay? Though I sing that to my wife every year on our anniversary or even more like that. It can be a house key you no longer use, okay? It's what would unlock imagine something that you could carry in your pocket that would be a representation of your heart unlocking then. If it's not an actual key, a representation of what would unlock your heart, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be a key. It can be a heart itself. It can be a cross. It can be whatever you choose to believe in. As long as you know that when that item glows red hot, that's what your key is. You know what I'm saying? Something metal is preferable, but hey, something that you know that would, yeah, like I said, whatever it is, it's just your item to know that, hey, the light of my Lord is gonna guide me to my one true love, that Jesus is going to guide my hand. He's going to take my hand through the power of the light and the Lord of Jesus. And I'm just using it because you use the word cross. And he's going to hold my hand to that person. And when he puts my hand in the hand that I'm supposed to be with for my life, then I'm going to trust in my Lord that he has guided me to the person I'm meant to be with. And with his love, we will find one another. And his trust, we will find it. And that she will match the attributes. She will match those interests. She will maybe be wearing your favorite color. Maybe like cinnamon as her favorite scent. So, that's why you're using those things to help draw those kind of things. Be representation of the kind of woman that you'd want in your life, So whatever you choose, cross, key, whatever. I use key because you unlock something. That's why I use key, okay? But a key is just you having a representation that this is the thing that I'm using as my mental key. Not necessarily has to be a, key from your house or something like that. It could be a piano key if you get real literal about it. Come on, okay? Maybe you want a specific note like D minor or something, or C, or high octave C something, and you grab the string from that piano, and that's the thing you turn into a ring that you sometime, somewhere down the line, ask that person to marry you with. You know what I'm saying? Whatever works. Well, I don't care what the song is. It's up to you. It's just something that reminds you of the feeling that you want to have when you're near that person. A song that really represents what you either how they're gonna make you feel when you're near them, or how they're gonna awaken you, or whatever they're gonna do. They're gonna share your journey. They're gonna bring a new world to your world, and you're gonna have to say, "Oh, I kind of like it or don't like it." Uh-huh. So now you have my honest, true love spell, or I call it my true love, my call to thy true love. And I wrote my own Pacific song. I did exactly what I said to you. I wrote 10 attributes on one page. I want one of the things that she liked to do and stuff like that. And then yes, and then when you are ready to enact the spell, you burn the list so that it burns all the way through. So you're sending that message to the gods, basically. That's where you're putting that intent into the ether so that the universe hears you, because they don't have pens and papers up there, but when you burn it away, it automatically goes up to them and they understand what you given them. And then that's kind of like, as you start to remind yourself that, as you feel the heat of that page burn, remind yourself that that's the kind of heat you will feel when you are near your one true love. Make sense? Yeah. So when you are ready to hold that key and read that out, after you're done reading it, burn it. As you're holding the key, I want to feel the heat, blah, 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 whatever, what you want to hear. You know, cross key, whatever it is, you know. Fire is a great way to send messages to the afterlife, because when something dies, it always goes to the afterlife. Even a piece of paper to them has a soul. To them, everything is part of them. And that's not bullshitting you of this is what I know, and what I know can scare even me sometimes. So yeah, so here's what you do. Like I said, candle, scent, color, music, right? Get in yourself that, like the candle, read off page 1, side 2. As I'm burning it away, my higher power will make what object I hold as my key burn as hot as the page I am burning away. And I send this out to my one true love, listening to the song, smelling the scent, seeing the color in my head, and thinking about the things we wrote on the page. And then we burn it away and send it to the heavens so that the gods can receive our prayer. And then our prayer will be answered, as long as we can believe that the one true love that we will meet will. This is the way to unlock the key to my heart to find that person. And that's the key that will glow red hot. And those other things that you would put into those things will be your keys to kind of let you know you're near the right kind of a person more than. Yeah, so that's basically the whole thing. And no one says you can't abridge what I've said or change it to meet your own faith or your own way of going about doing something like that. Bring it to a fire pit, or bring it to your fireplace, and let it be the light of whatever you believe in and guide you the way. Whatever you want to do. It's as long as it's something more powerful than you. And I trying to think that the key to my heart is a pretty powerful symbol for me. So. But it's guaranteed to work within at least 1 year and a day. As long as you say that too. This will come true within a year and a day. You have to believe it too. You can't just do it and not believe it's gonna work. If you don't believe it's gonna work, it ain't gonna work. So you gotta believe it with your whole heart. And I really literally mean that. Your whole freaking heart. Okay? So there it is, guys. My true love attainment spell. Like I said, I just know that person will come to you. And that's exactly what I did. She smelled like rose that day. And then, and then just say something like power, empowering word to seal it. Amen. So mote it be. Yeah, you read it. Whether you read, you don't have to read it out loud. You read it though. You looked at both sides of the page, right? You don't have to say it out loud. I just said you had to read it. You say it out loud. Okay, if that's what you felt empowered to do, then you do that. Okay, you did it, right? Now just say, so it is done, and as it is written. You know what I'm saying? And now it is done by my will, by the will of me. I now call out to that person who will hear that song, that I just wrote them. My heart song. That's what I called my heart song. And the words that I started out with, and my words will call out to you with the beat of my heart. With every step, I'll hear these words call out to you. You'll always be my one true love. You'll always be my only one. You'll always be the one I need. I'll always be the one you see. And you'll always be my one true love. And that was the extent of the song that I wrote, where it has a lot more words now to this day, but at the start of it, it was, you will always be my one true love. And I called out to and her, and you can hear it from my wife's voice when she tells it, but she tells it just like me. She heard my voice when she was in a coma on death's door where she shouldn't have lived, to come back to follow my heart song to me. And it was so powerful, she still believes to this day that that's what got her back from dying that day. So you tell me if destiny or fate or chosen path or chosen destiny works here, people, because I know for a fact it does. I know for a fact it does. I got proof, living proof to this day it works. So you're manifesting your own destiny, but you're not putting caveats on the body type or anything like that. You're falling in love with the soul. You're not falling in love with, the perfect person. There's no perfect person who will ever be out there who will match those things. But most of those things will be on that list. I'll guarantee it. And that will be the woman you fall deeply, hopelessly crazy in love with. And it will be so, the way you will know for sure is it will be the most effortless relationship. You will be communicative. You will be open and honest with one another. You will take each other's feelings into account. You will decide to be each other's team member and support person. But you're definitely going to have your own will and power about your own journeys too from time to time. And the thing you're going to do more than anything is love each other so hard that the universe is going to have to stop and listen. Okay? So take that there, Marshy Mello. It's coming for you if you want it. You just called it to you. So I give it back to you and put the future back in your own two hands, because you just called it home. You just made that first important phone call to the universe and told it exactly what you wanted. Now all you have to do is sit back, relax, and watch for the signs. It's up to you and the person who chooses you from that point forward. Hey, new beans, welcome on in. How are we doing today? I think I'm going to have a toke. And I'm going to play a little bit of music. So this is a song I wrote for my magical freedom, for my powerful force in this universe, me and my wife. This song goes out to my one true love. I hope it serves you well. I'm going to take just a small break, guys. I'll be right back.
In the dance of the cosmos, your heart beats with mine. With every strum of this palette guitar, our souls merge as one under the evening star. In the whispers of night, where dreams softly tread, our love finds its wings on which it is led. Through the valleys of stars, over mountains of moon, our bond is the rhythm, older the tune. And this is what I have to say, my dear. In the symphony of life, it's your voice I hear. With the valleys of stars, over mountains of moon, our bond is the rhythm, our hearts are the tune. And this is what I have to say, my dear. In the symphony of life, it's your voice I hear. With every note that we play, with every song that we will, we live as our very will, in love's sweet thrill. We are magical freedom, our spirits entwine. In the dance of the cosmos, where the whispers of the wind gently sigh. There's a tale of two hearts in the silence. They speak of the magic within, the freedom they seek. With a touch, with a glance in the soft moonlight, our shadows dance together into the night. In the echo of our laughter, the world fades away, for in each other's arms is where we'll always stay. We are magical freedom, our spirits entwined in the dance of the cosmos. Your heart beats with mine. When every stroke of this palette gets on, our souls merge as one under the evening star. Let's promise to cherish each moment we share in this journey of life. Nothing else can compare with the magic she held and the freedom I found. Together we're boundless, no limits, no ground. We are magical freedom, our spirits entwined in the dance of the cosmos. Your heart beats with mine. With every stroke of this palette guitar, our souls merge as one under the evening star. Let's soar on the chords of this dreamy refrain, where magic and freedom forever remain. In the harmony of us, let the world see the power of love, the magic of we.
In a small town down in the valley, where the shadows used to dance, we put power inside with the magic she held and the freedom I had in me. The weight of the world, a silent plea, in the mirror a stranger I'd see. Darkness whispered a relentless foe, in the depths of despair alone echo. The weight of the world, a silent plea, in the mirror a stranger I'd see. Darkness whispered a relentless foe, in the depths of despair alone echo. But the stars, they whispered back to me songs of hope of what could be. With every tear a lesson learned, in the flames of fear my spirit burned. Through the storm, a distant light, a gentle touch in the dead of night. Magic found in a beating heart, a new chapter, a brand new start. Now the stars, they sing so clear, melodies of love drawing near. From the ashes I rise anew, embracing life, a view so true. In the dance of time I find my place, with every step I embrace grace. The magic she held, a guiding light, the freedom I had in my inner might. In the small town down in the valley, where the shadows used to dance, we put power inside with the magic she held and the freedom I had in me. The weight of the world, a silent plea, in the mirror a stranger I'd see. Darkness whispered a relentless foe, in the depths of despair alone echo. But the stars, they whispered back to me songs of hope of what could be. With every tear a lesson learned, in the flames of fear my spirit burned. Through the storm a distant light, a gentle touch in the dead of night. Magic found in a beating heart, a new chapter, a brand new start. Now the stars, they sing so clear, melodies of love drawing near. From the ashes I rise anew, embracing life, a view so true. In the dance of time I find my face, with every step I embrace grace. The magic she held, a guiding light, with freedom I had my inner might. In the dance of time I find my place, with every step I embrace grace. The magic she held, a guiding light, the freedom I had my inner might. In a small town down in the valley, I found peace, a soul set free. We put power inside with the magic she held and the freedom I had in me. In a small town down in the valley, I found peace, a soul set free. We put power inside with the magic she held and the freedom I had in me. In a small town down in the valley, I found peace, a soul set free. We put power inside with the magic she held and the freedom I had in me.
In this moment, now we're free. No more chains are holding back on us traveling on those tracks. Now my feet the beat of my street, and I'm walking along the bully beat. The hard times came, never left time of dreams. I never met friends, betrayed me, friends weren't there. You know my mom drank herself into a chair. My father wasn't there for the age of 18, and then I fucking changed my name. Cortana girl entered my life with rose-colored glasses like the Ignite. I gave away my heart to a woman who didn't deserve it. What did I ever do? When I lost myself and I thought and promised hope wasn't there, and I gave up on all promises. I almost took my life 7 different times, but I still didn't give up, I still hit the grind. I gave myself away like nothing, but no one ever noticed. I've written 3 books, more poetry than I can count. My paintings are living tan as hell as fuck, but I didn't find peace, I didn't find my promise, so I almost gave up. But then came a glimmer of light, I sang my song under a tree. Now, I truly love you by my side, I know what real love looks like, and I know who I am. Or do I still kind of lost, even though I found true love, battling with the demons in my head of I hear voices of the future and faith, I almost want to complete their fate. She apologized myself when I was 8 years old, that I would follow the dream no matter what I was told. I looked for the signs, that I looked through the truth, but I still couldn't find the unison I almost knew. So I entered the path between 2 worlds, walking in the gray and finding who I needed to follow. Spiritual failing that gave me hope, taught me how to be the best person I was through magic and intuition. I guided my faith, I landed on those steps of the gods. Striking became a thunderbolt, something from my past that finally awoke. I finally found free after I left the family. My mom already died on me. She found true peace in the end. My father and I are now good friends. People don't understand the heart I carry, the giving compassion I have buried. I gave myself beyond all that I could. You don't understand, I gave more than I should, to where I lost
I'm
no
back.
the unknown. You see, that's what I offer to all who come to me.
Alright guys, we're back here. Back in action. The Unknown Prophet has returned from his restroom break. Readings room is open, guys. Hop on in line. If you guys would like to get a reading, please come to the twitch.tv, the Unknown Prophet 1, for your reading here today as well. So I don't think you're on today, buddy, but I'm going to check to see if you are. Nope, I didn't think you were. You said you weren't going to be on today, so. Alright, we got that covered then. So, how is everybody out there today? Hopefully you're having a great day today. I didn't say anything to you. I was talking to them.
I heard you say, oh, bad.
No, it wasn't me. You're hearing stuff that wasn't there. Wasn't me. I didn't say that. Unfortunately, that
You said something like, come on down, we can have some green or something.
no, I didn't say that because I had some still left over, and because I didn't want to get too high. But I do have a cigarette for you if you want one, and some coffee too. Not much left, but there's still at least an 8 is cut full. Whatever here is yours.
It'll stay warmer than that, too.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so. All right, here. try not to go through it head over tails, you know. I'll have some a little bit in a little bit here when we get some more, but just want to take advantage of having some and not having to worry about being out right now. I'm having a nice day because I'm on my vacation. All my days off are coming up, guys, so I won't be here this weekend. It's Father's Day weekend, so I want you all to go give your fathers the biggest, baddest hugs you guys can out there, because we all deserve to say, and to all the fathers who have passed beyond the realms of the living, we say we honor you and love you. For all those who are still here, we love and honor you. For all those who are our surrogate fathers and not necessarily our birth fathers, thank you for stepping up and being the fathers we needed in our lives. So, you know, and I just wanted to say that because it's important today, and you know, it's important that we honor the people who helped us get where we are at, you know. I honor my teachers, Don and John. They were my father figures for a long, long time. They taught me how to be the person I am today, so I honor them as my fathers. You know, I honor them even though I know we're not speaking in terms right now, but I don't care about that shit. I love them anyway. Despite anything, despite everything, I still love them. So, you know, and that's the way we should. We should love unconditionally, not under conditions, you know. Just because I disagree with some things we said to one another doesn't mean I don't love them. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, just happy to be a part of you guys and be a part of the channel here with you. Thank you for being a part of my stream every week that you guys come here. You guys help me find my purpose in life. You help me find my journey. And it has not gone unnoticed that I am appreciative. I have people who come here for, you know, my advice. You know, I've always wanted to be that teacher slash leader, and I don't need to be a leader of a group. I can just mentor people and help people here. And suddenly realizing all of that stuff recently, that some of the stuff that used to be important to me isn't important anymore, you know. It's just like, that's not really going to make me happy. Doing what I'm doing now makes me happy. So that's what I'm going to do. Plus, I have this beautiful creature to share it with, so, heh.
Yep.
It just looks like, I think people are just getting ready for Father's Day weekend, because it looks like there's a lot of people who aren't out and about today, so. I'm just kind of zoning away. Alright, we'll put some more music on for you guys. If we're going anywhere, we're gonna go someplace that's funny. Wish I had pizza again. Trying to decide what I want for lunch now. think I put the chicken in the fucking one. Oh, crap. Oh, you know what? I haven't done that for a while. I think I'll do that. Make a butter steak. All right.
We got some crazy stuff going on. We're supposed to be playing Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door. But we've had so much support already, it's been bonkers. This is insane.
I'm committed to the truth.
This is absolutely bonkers.
That's my solemn vow.
And you think that's crazy? You ain't seen nothing yet. We've got so much stuff to show you. If you're new here, you're about to see something brand new
When life gets
that you ain't never seen before.
hard.